Hello, in this video we're going to review the steps to creating an interactive read poster. So here is an example of what the final product looks like. These are some that were completed in spring 2018 by our students. So you see what most people are familiar with is the read poster concept. So it's a person holding one of their favorite books and it has the word read on it. So that's kind of the basis that we started from. However, we made it interactive. So what you can actually do is the student can scan this QR code on each of the posters, and that will actually take them to a video of that particular student or teacher reading that particular book in the photo. In addition to the reading of the book, the video has quiz questions built into it, so it would stop at different points in the video, and a question would pop up, and the student would answer it. And that uses a variety of literacy strategies the students are learning. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to go about and create these things. Now this obviously is just in a PDF, but the final product we actually put on our poster printer and print them as a poster to hang on the wall. So again, this is kind of what the interactive read poster looks like, and this is how you make it. So the first step is to create your TechSmith Relay account. So Gordon students are going to go to gordonstate.techsmithrelay.com. Now keep in mind this is a product that Gordon State has purchased. You can use a free version or a similar tool that does the same activity using something like Edpuzzles or something like that, but we use TechSmith Relay because it's a purchased product that we have at the campus. So we want to choose sign in. And then we're going to choose to create an account or add an account if you don't already have an account. And then you'll create a new account. And we have this set to where the students have to create their account using their Gordon email because that's how we're kind of basing our accounts. So you would create your account, you get a verification email, you verify that email, and then you should be able to log into your TechSmith Relay account. Upon logging in, you should see your library. Now, to start off with, you won't have anything in your library because you haven't made any videos yet. So at this point, you want to create your video. And so the first step in making your read poster is to create the video. You want to record yourself reading your book. Now, you have several options for recording. One way is to record it via your webcam on your computer or laptop. So you could actually come into here and you could launch the recorder and it would download the recorder for you. So we're going to download the recorder and we're going to launch it. Once you download the recorder once, you don't have to keep re-downloading it every time you want to make a recording. You can just choose relaunch because it'll already be downloaded on that computer. You'll choose to open the recorder, and this is what the recorder is going to look like. Now, this is going to give you the ability to record via your laptop, so it's not going to make it very mobile for you, but it is an option. So we can record the entire screen or just a region, which really won't matter because we're not recording the screen at this point, we're recording our webcam. You want to make sure to choose the microphone that you're going to be using to record with, and you want to choose to turn on your webcam and choose your webcam to record with. You want to make sure to record the system audio so that it picks up your audio from your webcam, and then you can start recording. So I'll just draw my region. It really doesn't matter because we're not going to record the region anyways. Now notice that we have the webcam turned on. If I had it turned off, I would be recording my screen. So in this case, I'm recording my screen, which is not what I'm doing for this assignment. I'm recording myself via the webcam. So we're going to turn that on. So then I press the record button, so I'm able to see myself. So I press the record button. It's going to give me the countdown. And now I'm actually recording myself via webcam. So I would hold up my book and I would go through the process of reading and that kind of thing. And then when I get done, I just press stop. I'll be able to watch the video and then I will be able to upload it. Another option to record your video, which makes it a little bit more mobile, is to download the Fuse app. So you can go to your device, either your phone or your tablet, and download the Fuse app. It'll look something like this. And then you record your video just using the camera function of your phone. Then you open the Fuse app, you pick your video from the gallery, and then you share it to TechSmith Relay. TechSmith Relay. That's how you're pulling the video in from your Fuse app on your device. So again, you just record the video on your camera, you open the Fuse app, choose that video, share it to TechSmith Relay. Next, you're going to get a notice on your phone that you need to connect it to your TechSmith Relay account, and it's going to ask you to scan a QR code. So what you'll do is you'll log into your TechSmith Relay account, you go to Create, and then Connect Mobile Device, and then you'll scan this QR code. That will allow the video to wirelessly send itself into your account. So again, what you're doing is recording the video on your camera, opening the TechSmith Relay Fuse app that's going to be used to send it, pick your video, and then you're going to be asked to scan and connect it to your account. You'll come into your TechSmith Relay account on your computer and scan it with your mobile device, and it will send it in. Another option, if that doesn't work, is just plugging in your phone or your device or your SD card and manually transferring it onto your computer, and then create and upload media, and then straight upload that file, that MP4, into your account. The last option is on your device or your tablet, upload your video into YouTube. Make your YouTube account and upload it there. When you get the URL to your video, you're able to create, import from YouTube, and paste in the URL here. This is not the suggested method because if you ever delete that video off of YouTube, it deletes it off of here as well. So that's only a last case scenario. So again, 3 different ways to create your video. Create it and launch the recorder straight from here and record straight from your webcam. That is limiting in that you can only see, you're only kind of limited to where your computer is. You can do it via your camera, which allows for more flexibility. Use the Fuse app to move it in, and then scan the mobile device to scan it in. That's the second option. Or you can hard download it to your computer, go to upload media and upload it that way. Or you can upload the video from YouTube and then go to create, import from YouTube, drop the link in. Regardless of any of the ways that you use to get the video into your account, eventually it will end up here right within your account. Now we want to do some edits on that video. So we're going to click on the name of the video, and I can edit details about the video. I probably want to rename it something like the name of my book and give it a description, your name, the name of the book, that kind of thing. Then I want to change the privacy. I'm going to choose privacy. By default, the video should be on only users from your organization. You want to change it to public because you want anybody who scans this QR code to be able to see the video. So you want to change it to public on the privacy. Next, you can edit the video. We can edit a copy or edit the original. And what this is going to allow us to do is crop the video. So especially at the beginning when you're, recording before you, when you turn on the camera before you get situated, you might want to crop that piece out so we can highlight what we want cropped out and cut it, and that's going to cut that part of the video out. I can scan this over and maybe cut the end out as well. This happens a lot, maybe like the last part where you're touching the camera to turn it off, you might want to cut that out. And so I can choose to cut that piece of the video out and highlight it and cut so that it doesn't have that at the end. When I get done, I republish my video at the top. I have to republish my video so that it will be published with those edits made. Once the video is complete, you're able to add in your quiz questions. So you'll go back into your TechSmith Relay account, you'll select the name of the video, and you'll remember that this is where you made edits earlier by changing the privacy and editing the video by trimming it. Now we're going to add in quiz questions. So we'll choose quizzing and add some quiz questions. Now what we'll do is we'll play the video, or we can jump to specific parts of the video where we would like to add a quiz question. Then we'll pause the video and notice this is where the quiz question is going to be added. We'll choose Add a New Question, and we'll select the type of question we want: multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, or free response. The first 3 are auto-graded. The free response is not auto-graded. It would be something that really isn't graded at all. You would just have to look at it. So let's add a multiple choice question. So maybe in the story, the word curious has come up. So I ask, the question will pop up, what do you think curious means? And the student will have to select the answer. So again, the video is going to play. It'll pause when it gets to this question and pop it up. After the student answers, it'll continue to play. So I'll add in my answer choices. And again, I can keep adding as many as I like. Now in this case, there is a correct answer. So I'm going to check the correct answer as necessary. Now what you can do is you can even add feedback. So we'll choose add feedback, and if they answer correctly, so if they answer interested, which is the correct answer, it will display this information. If they answered it incorrectly, then this information would pop up. Know that you can do, by default, it's just going to continue on with the video after the feedback pops up, but you could have it to where it jumps to a different time in the video, so maybe they have to rewatch something, or maybe it goes to an entirely new URL, so maybe it jumps out and it goes to another video or to another link or something to give them more information about that question. So then I can just continue to scroll and continue to play the video and then add the other quiz questions. So next I may add a new question, and in this case, let's add a fill in the blank. So in this, the students will have to type So maybe I'm asking them, what is the name of the main character? In this case, they're going to have to type in the answer. So what I want to do is I want to type in any way that they might answer that question. So in this case, the main character's name is Tilly, but maybe they don't know how it's spelled. So maybe they spell it Tilly or Tillie. Technically, both are probably correct. So this means that it'll be a fill-in-the-blank answer, so they'll have to type in the answer. But they'll be able to type in either way. It would count either one of these correct. So when you do a fill in the blank, you want to type in the answer blocks, you want to type in all the possibilities that you will accept as correct. And then, of course, you can add your feedback. So we add in our feedback. So the next question might be if we add in a free response. Now the free response is not going to be graded because it's like a text box that they get to type in anything that they want. So this might be great to add at the end of the video or somewhere in it and say, so maybe an event's happened in the story and I want them to talk about what similar experiences they've had. And so they could type in that box. A great thing to add at the end or near the end of your video is a question, a free response that said, you might ask them what their favorite part of the book is, so they fill that in. Or you might ask a multiple choice question and say, so you might add like a rating scale. So on a scale from 1 to 3, 1 being love, 3 being hate, how well did you like this book? Now there isn't a correct answer in this case, right? Because it's just kind of like a survey question. So in that case, I still make a multiple choice question. I just don't mark a correct answer. And of course, I could add feedback if I wanted to. Something you might also consider doing is asking students demographic type questions. You might ask them to pick what grade level they're in. Again, there isn't a correct answer, so we wouldn't mark a correct answer, but this might give you data as to what grade level of students is watching your video or who's accessing it. You might also do like a fill in the blank to put so that the older students would be able to type in what county that they live in. So again, you're getting some demographic data about where the students are and who's watching your video. So then we save the quiz. And at this point, I'll be able to watch my video again, and it's very important that you rewatch it and make sure that the quiz questions are popping up where you want them to. So if you notice, there's going to be little dots where the quiz questions are going to be. So just for watching it, when they watch the video, they would watch the video, it would stop, they would choose Take Quiz Now, and then it would ask the question. They would answer it, it would tell them if they were correct, and then it would give them the feedback, and then they could continue on with the video. In this case, it gives them a fill in the blank. This is the fill in the blank, so I type my answer. It tells me if it's correct, and it gives me my feedback, and I can continue on. Finally, this is the open response, written response question, and it just gives them a blank box to type in. Again, remember, this isn't going to be graded. It just records it. At the end of the video, it asks their demographic questions. So it'll record that one. It'll record the grade that I'm in that I ask. And it'll also record what county I live in. So all of that data will be recorded. So at that point, you've added in your quiz questions. So you're pretty much finished with your video at this point. You've changed the privacy, you've edited the video, and you've added in your quiz questions. Now you want to get the link to your video. So you're going to come down here and choose share, and you're going to get a link, and you're going to copy the link to your video. Notice it'll say gordonstate.techsmithrelay.com and some letters. That's going to be the link that you're going to use to create and put on your poster. Your next step is to take that link and turn it into a QR code. And a QR code just allows you to scan that code, and whatever is connected to that code, which will be the link to your video, will play through your device. So you can use any, you can just Google QR code generators. There's lots of websites out there that allow you to do this for free. So I just Googled one. This is my favorite one. And I just come in. I'm going to be using a URL. So I'm going to paste in the URL that I copied from my TechSmith Relay account. And here is the QR code. Now notice by default this is a static code. That means it is forever linked to this link. So I cannot change it. Now this is the easiest way to do it because you just throw in the link, download the QR code, and you're done. If at any point you think that this link will need to change, so this QR code, I need to update it with a new link, I may want to make my free account and make what's called a dynamic code. It saves it into your account. Then you can come in and later say, oh, this link has changed. I want to change this link, but it'll still be linked to this exact QR code. This might be good for posters because if you print the posters and laminate them and send them out and say something happens and you need to change out the video link, if it's dynamic, you can come and change the video link. The QR codes on the posters are still valid. If you do a static link, you cannot change this code, so if this link is now broken, all the QR codes with the posters are now broken. So it might be best to go ahead and sign in and create a dynamic code. So in this case, I signed in, I made my account, I go to my codes, and then I can choose to paste in the link and then save it, and this one is a dynamic code. So I save my image, which is my QR code, and it'll save. But know later on if this link needs to change, I can come to the website that I used, log into my account, go to my codes, and it will be here, and I can edit it, and I can change the link if I need to. So after saving that QR code, you just want to hold on to it for a minute. We'll use it again in a little while. The next thing that you're going to want to do is just take a picture with you in the book. You can get creative with it. You can use Snapchat to do it, to put little filters on. You can have a selfie mode. You can have somebody take it with you, whatever. Just take a picture of you in the book. Now we're just going to put your image into an online photo editor that is free to just kind of put in some different features, add in the word read, that kind of thing. So you can use different online free editors. Ribbit's one of them, PicMonkey's another. You just go there and then we'll start editing. Then we're going to upload our photo and we're going to pick our photo. And now we'll be able to make some edits to it. You don't have to do any major editing, but you can come over and add text. So over here on the left nav bar, you can choose text. And you definitely want to add the word in read because that's part of it, is having the read poster. So you can scroll down here and choose what type of font you would like. And after picking your font, you type your text here at the top. So we want the word read there. Then we'll add it in. So then I can move it around. I can make it as large or as small as I like. You obviously want read to be fairly big. You can come over and change the color if you like. You can do all different things there. In addition, you can come and add frames if you like, to have kind of a frame on your picture. Notice that this badge icon means that it is a premium feature, so you can't use it unless you have a paid account. But you can use the other ones if you like. So like, let's say we add in this museum mat to it. So maybe I like that, or maybe I want a Christmas light one. So you can kind of just come through and pick the different ones that you like. And you might even choose one that kind of has a theme to your book. In addition to that, you can come over and add stickers if you like. And there will be some stickers that you might find appropriate for your book. And so you can use arrows if you like. You can use all the different things to kind of decorate your poster a little bit. And you just drag out the image that you would like to use. You pick it, and then you can just rearrange it however you would like to. You can give it a little twist maybe, and you can rearrange it as you like. So when you get finished, you'll choose Save, and you'll save this photo to your computer. Now what we want to do is add your QR code on top of your image. So you can just open up PowerPoint or Google Slides or Google Docs or whatever you want to do with it. And we're just going to insert our picture in to our slide. So this is the picture that we created. And then we're going to insert our QR code. Then you put the QR code somewhere on the poster. You can resize it if you want to. Don't make it too small though, because they do need to be able to scan it. And then we're going to save this as a whole image. So we're going to click on the poster, hold down Shift, click on the QR code, right click, and group them together. And now it's one big poster. So at that point, I can resave this image as a completed product. So we'll name it Read, because this is the completed image of my poster and my QR code. And if you were to scan this QR code, it would link to that TechSmith Relay video that we created of me reading that book, and it would have the quiz questions added into it. So this is what you would submit as as your final product. Now going back, say that you would like to see who responded to your videos or who watched your video and answered the quiz questions. You can log back into your TechSmith Relay account. You can come to your video. You can do quizzing, and you can view results of your quiz. This will give you an idea of how many people have taken your quiz, how much of the video that they watched, how they scored. You can then come and see how many they answered correctly, all of these things. Under questions, you're able to see your quiz questions, and you're able to see how people answered. Notice here it has my email because I had a TechSmith Relay account. Most of your students will not, because we made it public. So it'll just say anonymous here. So you won't know who said what, but it will just kind of give you a general idea of how people are answering your questions. This, you'll be able to see their written responses to see that information. You'll be able to see what county they lived in, what grade level they were in. Again, you'll be able to see all the data for your quiz questions as people take it within your TechSmith Relay account. And that is how you make an interactive read poster.